Hey, what's going on, great people? Danielle Pierce here, creator of Real Estate Profit Lab. This video is probably going to take me about 2 or 3 minutes to get through. So, of course, if you guys didn't already know, I host a monthly live training session. Um, and this is to answer questions about property preservation, like how to get started, questions about bidding, questions about insurance, questions about background check, just whatever questions that a person may have. So those trainings are done again every month. Now, we don't send out replays for those. And if you missed it, you kind of have to wait until the next month rolls around. So that's not what this video is going to be, but I did want to make you aware of it in case you had missed it and you wanted to attend the next one. So to attend the next one, you would just head on over to propertypreservationmastery.com and register for that. But I would be remiss if I didn't share this section with you with regard to one of our most recent students, and his name is Mike, and I called it a journey from doubt to dollars, right? So let me start here. So Mike is in New Jersey, I believe. He is an engineer by trade, and he obviously wanted to get into preservation to get started, run a business, and create an additional multiple six-figure revenue stream. So the group Property Preservation Inside is of course, our private application-based membership group for our highest achieving in students and those who execute at the highest level. So Mike would essentially go through the group pretty frequently and just kind of, ask his questions. He was saying, here, hey, how long did it take for you to get them to respond to your inquiry to get a quote? Hey, do you have a contract? Hey, do you have a contract? And then moving on. Hey, any luck getting a contract? Any luck getting a contract? So just an FYI, Letitia does have one. Andrea is still working on hers. And let's see who else he asked here. Keelan has one. Crystal is still working on hers, and so is Corey. But let's keep it going. So then there's more, questions where he's coming under Maryland's post and he's like, hey, do you have a contract yet? Maryland actually does have a contract too. So moving on. Wait, I went too fast. Hold on. So here, again, he's basically stating under this particular post, I've spent about $1,000 so far getting all the basic requirements to get started. And that's in alignment with what I tell people anyway. And then he says, Talitha, hey, do you have a contract? And then here he's like, hey, where'd you get your workers' comp from? So moving on. Then he asks this other person, he says, hey, how long have you been waiting since applying? Because she got her contract. He wanted to know the details on that. And then here he says, hey, I'm still waiting, no interviews, I'm just kind of biding my time. And then here he's asking again about insurance. So Mike has a lot of questions, which is perfectly fine, right? And then LaDonna actually has a contract to a couple. The first one she has, I believe, is 5 brothers. But he says, hey, any luck getting a contract? And then Kay got approved for a contract. And then he says, hey, how long you been waiting? Like, tell me all the details. I need to know everything that you did. And then here he's asking, how did you follow up with the companies? Is it phone calls? Is it email, et cetera? And I'd offer this information in the course, but of course, people like to get refreshers or like to get perspective from, fellow students. And so that's perfectly fine. And then here he says, I joined this group 4 weeks ago, completed all the vendor apps 2 weeks ago. I'm not getting any contracts as this industry slow due to eviction, foreclosure pausing by the government. So I saw this post and I was kind of trying to, think of something really professional and insightful to say, like, hey, it's still early. But I just went ahead and said, this is like people who diet for 30 days and then they look down and they expect a six pack, right? So he's an engineer by trade, I believe, some field related to engineering. So I know he knows about processes and how things can take time. So I just wanted to put that comment there, and I think this was earlier this month, yeah, August the 4th. And he says, hey, anybody hear back from Altasaurus? Hey, how much do you guys pay for workers' comp? Hey, anybody have any luck getting contracts in New Jersey? Because I have not. This is August 8th. And then, this is another post from July, earlier in July, etc. So this post was from this week. I want to say probably Tuesday. He says, good morning. Today's my last day in this group. I got my first real work order this morning. God is good. Danielle Pierce, I love you. Thank you so much for teaching to start PPI and BPOs. Once I get a steady stream of income, I'll plan to join the membership, et cetera, et cetera. And so me, I never am one to say, I told you so. I just said, hey, I've been waiting for this testimony. Well done. And I was, because the only outcome if you follow the program and if you're consistent, the only outcome is to get a contract. There's nothing else that could possibly happen. So I'm sharing this with you guys. I want to let you know to sign up for the next training if you have not already, because they are super amazing. And then the other thing is that we did have a small discount that we offered for, let's see, where is that discount? We offered a small discount just in recognition of Mike moving through the process and moving forward in spite of the fact that he had a little bit of concerns, frustration, doubts. And I think that many of you will be able to see yourself in Mike. And then lastly, for me, bring your concerns, bring your skepticism, bring a little bit of your doubts, because I'm pretty skeptical myself, but also, bring your work ethic as well. All right, so the discount is, so again, if you didn't attend the training, you missed a $250 discount, which is, that code is Be Like Mike. But if you're watching this video at any point between now and midnight Central Standard Time, you can take advantage of this $150 discount using this code Like Mike. And I'm going to, in order to register for it, just click the button at the bottom of this email. It'll take you directly to a discounted link. You don't have to even enter the code. And then we'll be looking for your registration so that you can get started and join our list, quickly growing list of testimonials for 2020. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you next month on the training. Bye-bye.